It's handwriting, but it's in print. So that's weird. That there's no signature. Apparently, there's also usually supposed to be a date or a stamped signature because they do so many of these, I guess. And there's supposed to be a stamped date when it was filed and stuff. And there was none of that. And it was very weird. All of it was written in the same handwriting, including the signature of the judge, which I wasn't aware that judges filled out the whole paperwork, but I guess, I don't really know. I don't know anything about these things, but that doesn't seem like something that they would consistently do, since they have so many to look forward to, and they have people on their staff who can do that. All they need that is theirs is their signature. So there's also no case number on the order, and I believe that's because part of it is like, it looks like it was made on a copier. It was 2 pages. The first page was like halfway up on a copier or something, like made halfway up on a copier. So like the top part of it is missing, and there's blank space underneath where you can clearly see a page was on a copy machine, and that's where the page ends and the shadow starts. So like, it's crazy. This thing looks totally illegitimate, and we were told that it was illegitimate by not only Division 13, from whence it came, allegedly. They said that judge doesn't even work in that capacity with them anymore. But also, what more? Also, the St. Louis County Police Chief Gregory opened an internal investigation into the case because of this order, because he dubbed it fraudulent in a meeting with my mother. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Why would he do that if then within 24 hours he would then walk back, or the department at least would then walk back, someone within the department of St. Louis County Police would walk back those comments, or that dubbing and pronouncement or announcement, whatever you want to call it, and say, actually, it is a valid order. That makes no sense. You're telling me the office didn't have record of it. They said it was fraudulent in Division 13, and you all said it was fraudulent. Ferguson Police still hasn't gotten back with me on it, and you all are telling me that now all of a sudden it's not fraudulent. It's completely valid. Now all of a sudden you can see it in CaseNet. I mean, you can't look it up in regular respects. You'd have to look up specifically the case number, and then you'd be able to see. And that case number is here. But the stuff is really crazy. The case number is 22 S as in Sam, L as in Larry, dash, P as in Priscilla, N as in Nadal, 00660. And that's the protection order that they're alleging it was legitimate when it was served to her. But they're also simultaneously claiming that she wasn't served. And I'm like, well, then why the heck did Ferguson Police come and serve her some weird-looking, fraudulent-looking documentation and expel her from her home? I'm waiting. But she wasn't served. She was served by a sergeant and multiple police officers from the Ferguson PD at 2:43 in the morning on a Sunday, on this past Sunday, the 13th of February, 2022. You're telling me now all of a sudden, after everyone said that this was fraudulent, it's not? Baby. I'm in contact with local news stations. They're calling me off the hook. I've missed calls. I have voicemails Also related to my past living situation, where I am, still trying to pursue exposing that racism in that situation and why I was expelled from my home. But, it's just crazy. It's honestly ridiculous. Like, it's honestly ridiculous. Like, this man lied in a police report, so made a false police report as a U.S. representative in Congress on his family of all people in Ferguson, with Ferguson PD of all forces. This man lied in a protective order and claimed that we lunged at him, we looked like we were going to attack him, but he never in the order specifically states that we attacked him. So that completely contradicts what was said in the police report and when he called 911, which we have recorded and is on social media. You can follow me at Lynn Ferguson on Facebook, Lynn Tennyson on Instagram. So that's L as in Linda, I as in Ida, N as in Nadal, so Lynn, like the bottom of a waterfall, and then 10, U, S as in Sam or Salim, O, N as in Nadal. Lynn Tennyson, like Ben Tennyson. But that's Instagram. But it's just crazy, because now we're fighting what seems to be a machine at this point. And I'm just like, this is crazy. It's absolutely insane. They want us to believe that this order is legitimate and was legitimately filed. What I believe happened is that they went back, and this is speculation, in my opinion, but I believe that they went back and changed some things to make this seem as though it was done adequately and it was legitimate, so that Ferguson PD didn't go down. I'm alleging this, but wholeheartedly, that's what I believe. So that Ferguson PD didn't go down, so that, again, with this stuff, especially with Lynn Ferguson, of all people, and the mother of Christian Ferguson, city renown, state renown, to some degree country renown, in the spheres of missing persons, in the Black community. It's just ridiculous to think that he's abusing his office like this. I've called the governor, Mike Parson. I have filed with him complaints, filed complaints with the governor's office, filed complaints with the Missouri Ethics Commission, filed complaints with everyone. I was given a bogus email by Robert Brown with the Missouri Ethics Commission, all kinds of things. So at this point, we'll just have to see. But I thought to let you all know about what's going on with this situation, as it is very important. And, at the end of the day, now he's covered up cameras within the home, so my mother can't even see through her ADT security. And, it's just a mess. It's honestly a mess. And this is unacceptable, and it cannot be stood for. Like, the shit is ridiculous. And my mother also went to go speak with someone within her county. She works for the county. So she went to go speak with the county downtown in Clayton. And lo and behold, there's a Ferguson. And now this isn't completely out of it. A completely just, unexplainable or inexplicable, or something that's unexpected, because it is the Justice Center that's right across from her job. And, so of course, Ferguson PD is going to bring down, sometimes people who need to be taken to the Justice Center to be booked, but or held or whatever. But to think that right when she went down there, that was the particular county whose car she saw there, lone car. It's just a picture, and like there are no other cars parked there except this one, not paddy wagon, like SUV, Ferguson PD. Very strange. Right when she goes to talk to the attorney, the circuit attorney. So, I mean, it's just crazy. It's honestly crazy, and it seems like this might be pretty doggone big. I mean, it already is. It already is big, but, it's big. So, that might be, I might have one of the most interesting cases on my channel so far. No, I'm playing. But, at the same time, though, I mean, honestly. What's more, there are no pets within the home. And the order refers to pets not being harmed by the person named by the petitioner, and abused and all kinds of other stuff. There are no pets in the house. There never have been. There were dogs years ago that did not belong to any of us, that were out in the somewhere on the 10 acres, but they never came in the house. They always stayed in that little area, and that was the last time they were here was years ago. The man whose dogs they were took them back a long time ago. So it's just weird. Everything about this is very weird.